Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm very excited to be showing you a new IQO model. For those of you who don't know, IQO models, they make some great World War II Japanese figures. And this is actually my fourth one. I picked up 3 others last year and reviewed them. And yeah, they're really great. And I'm very excited to have this one in the collection finally. Now, he's referred to as Ronan-do, and I'm not sure what that means. I actually asked another collector buddy of mine, and he also wasn't sure what that was referring to. So if any of you guys know what Ronan-do stands for or is referring to with this figure, I'd greatly appreciate any information on that. Alright, well, let's jump right in and take a look at this figure's box. So we got the cardboard box here, 1944. I'm pretty sure this is Ronan-do in Japanese. Alright, inside we've got a great looking box here. There's the figure. IQO model. And the back, I'm actually not sure what year this came out. These IQO Japanese figures are pretty modern. So if I had to guess, I'd say maybe 2020 or 2021. And this is really cool. With these models, they give you these really cool background displays. Alright, inside I've left some stuff in here that I'll be showing later. So I'll get into that later on in the video. Alright, let's bring out the figure now. Okay, so here is the Ronan-do figure. This is a really nice Japanese figure. Overall, I'm impressed with him. He has some issues that I'll get into later, but I think he looks awesome overall. Now, this figure does come with a... sorry about that. My cat wants to get into this video. Alright, my apologies for that interruption. My cat really wanted to be a part of this video. But now that he's in the other room, let's get back to the review. So as I was saying, they actually made a horse specific for this figure, and you can get it in either brown or white. Now at the moment I don't have either one, and I would like to get it. I'm just not sure if I can fit it at the moment. But yeah, like I said, I really want to get one. I think it would really add to this figure. But for now, we're just going to take a look at the figure and what he comes with. He's really awesome overall. Pretty light on equipment, but I mean, you would expect that from an officer. He's not going to be decked out with stuff. But the gear that he does come with is really nice and very unique. Alright, so in his left hand you can see he's holding on to his officer's sword. And this is one of my favorite parts about this figure, I think. Now, it does swing around pretty wildly, so I'm not a huge fan of that. Let me see if I can get this off so we can take a closer look at this. Alright, there we go. So here's his sword. And this is really nice. This is all metal, so it's pretty heavy. Very nice scabbard. And look at the blade. That's really nice. Okay, there's the grip and the hilt. So I love the sword that he comes with. That's really impressive. And let me try to pose him with it here. This would look great if you get him on his horse and have his sword out. I think that would be an awesome pose. All right. Now the other weapon he comes with, as you can already see, is this really nice rifle that's slung over his back. And let me get this off. I don't know the name of it. I'd have to look it up. But this is a really nice rifle. This is made out of wood and metal, which is awesome. We've got a leather sling, sights. Okay, you can actually pull this back. This is a little finicky, so I would recommend not messing with this too much. That's the only issue with the weapons that are actually made of wood and metal, is they tend to break pretty easily, so you got to be careful. Now this is really cool here. This is a bayonet, and it just pops up just like that. This is really cool. I've never seen that before. I'm not all too familiar with Japanese weapons, to be honest, so I've never seen anything like that before. It's really cool how it's already attached like that and how it can fold. I think that's awesome. So yeah, really nice rifle. I love the rifle a lot. Now, you can't hold it with these gloved hands, so let me pull out his other hands. And this is where I have some major criticisms. So the gloved hands are definitely not the best. It's really hard getting these white gloves onto these hands, and these are those flexible, bendy hands, which already most collectors know those are a nightmare to deal with. So yeah. And like I said, putting the gloves onto those hands is very, very tedious. Now, this is my major criticism with this figure. All of his extra hand sculpts that he comes with are this really sickly color, which are totally different than his head sculpt skin color. And they did this with another figure. It was the Tokyo figure, where his head skin did not match his hands, and you can even see it on the neck where it's a different coloring, and that's just really lazy. And unfortunately, I don't know why they did that, but that really bugs me. Now thankfully I do have extra hands from other IQO models that I can use for him, because I mean, as you can see, the skin coloring is just totally off, and yeah, that just really, really bothers me. So that is my major criticism with this figure. Let me try to get, there we go. So there's that hand, and then all right, there we go. Having some difficulty getting that rifle in there, but you get the idea here. So like I said, the skin coloring is really bad on those hands, and it's very unfortunate that I mean, I just can't believe they would let that out of the factory like that, but they did. And like I said, they did it with the Tokyo World War II figure as well, which was really annoying. So just keep that in mind if you get this figure. I would have some extra hands on standby from other figures that match his head skin coloring, So at the moment, I would definitely be using the gloved hands to cover that up. Alright, well, moving on, let's take a look at some of his other equipment here. So we've got this really nice officer's cap, and that fits nicely onto his head. And the head sculpt is really impressive. I do like this head sculpt a lot. I love the mustache, and very, very serious. Great detailing on that. And the uniform is really beautiful. You got these collar insignia that you do have to put on yourself, and then this one as well you got to put on. Then he's got these ammo pouches here. This is really cool and unique to this figure. Got his leather belt. Alright, we've got a canteen. And then this bag. Nothing inside of that, but that looks really good. And they do actually provide you with one clip here for his rifle, and those are actually metal bullets, so that's pretty cool. Alright, well, lastly, I've got him equipped with his riding gear, and I've got to say, I think this might be my favorite look for the figure. I really love the poncho and the helmet, and especially with the sword in his hand. That looks really awesome. So here's the helmet up close. You can see he's got some goggles on top. And there's the helmet. And underneath that tan cover is the metal helmet, which is really nice. The cover seems like it doesn't want to stay on all that well, which is a little annoying. Now, I really like this poncho that he comes with. That looks fantastic. It's got a hood, and they provide you with some more collar patches that you have to put on yourself. And there's also some wiring here on the edges, which I guess helps with shaping and molding it as you want it to be. But honestly, I find that to be more annoying than anything. It kind of bends awkwardly at the edges, so I kind of wish they had just left that out. But overall, I think it looks really cool. And there he is holding his sword, which looks awesome. And then we've got his riding boots, and this is like a cloth felt material, which is really nice. Great detailing on those. And then I really like the leggings. Now, thankfully, you don't have to put those on yourself. It's already put on for you, which is a relief because that looks like a real hassle to get those on. And they also give you these golden spurs. Now, you do have to put those on yourself. And these look really nice. They're made out of metal, so very shiny and impressive looking. So the boots are very impressive. And then lastly, he comes with his own stand, and I'll be showing a short clip of him on display at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's everything for the figure. So yeah, overall, guys, this is a really cool figure. I really like him. Just the hands are my biggest complaint with this figure. Just be aware of that if you get this figure, that the hands are not great. But overall, he's really awesome. And for reference, I did pay $200 for him, and it was off a site. I think it might have been Cotswold Collectibles. I'm trying to remember now. So yeah, he is a tricky one to find. So if you're gonna try to get this one, I would recommend going to maybe Big Bad Toy Store or Cotswold Collectibles or Hobby Galaxy, one of those sites. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time.